Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome to Talkinsen. It's me, Ogechi. Welcome. So for this video I'll be showing you one tip or one trick that you can use to get an even looking makeup as much as possible that looks like your skin and your skin tone. Do you see what I mean? So if you notice, skin, face, they are looking similar, aren't they? So it's important to get your makeup right to look like your skin, or even tone, at least to some extent, that matches with your skin tone. So the first thing when you're going out to do, find out your makeup, actually, before I get to it, please don't forget to subscribe, share and like this video. And if you find it helpful, subscribe is all I can preach. Okay, so subscribe to help me out, and by subscribing you're showing gratitude that this video you'll find it helpful or think is a good tip to take. So if you notice, I often do simplistic makeup most of the time. So it's important that you know your makeup style, and the simplistic makeup I do only takes me under half an hour to do, sometimes 15 minutes to achieve this look, no joke. So it really doesn't take me much. So this is why I am saying it's important to get these steps right so that you can cut down the amount of hours that you're spending looking after yourself or doing your makeup. And today I'm focusing on foundation specifically, and because to me, if your foundation is right, everything else becomes right. That's the way I see it. So the first thing I would say is when you're choosing your foundation, it's important to choose it according to the season. So as a black person, or as a person of color, as some people will put it, our skin tone changes very quickly, and we have multiple skin tones. So it's no use trying to find different foundations that doesn't help. Okay, so that's why many people have two different foundations that they use every single day. So imagine how much that costs. Like the foundation I'm going to show you today costs about £30. So imagine spending £60 on two foundations in order to achieve an even look. I found a cheap and even better way for you to use to achieve this look. So what do I mean? When you're choosing your makeup, what do I mean by seasons? Is to know that your skin changes, and as your skin changes, your foundation should change. The foundation that you use for summer should not be the foundation that you use for winter, because your skin becomes lighter. And I'm speaking from a person that is of a fair skin tone. So for a dark skin tone, I don't know how yours will be. Yours may be like that you only need one foundation anyways. So I'm just saying, for me, I changed my skin tone. If you see me in the summer, I'm so light, right? And then in the winter time, as we're coming down, going darker and getting tanned. So my skin tone varies really by the weather and the time of the year. So for someone then that is of multiple skin tone like I am, I would say the first thing that you need to do is to find a foundation that works for your face and for you. So the way I choose my foundation nowadays is to look at how my arms look like. So the first thing, never put your foundation around this area. The reason why I say so, because I don't know about you, but I wash a lot with my hands, and I do a lot with my hands. So that means my hand goes through a lot of things. So the skin tone it has may not be the right skin tone at a particular time. So I tend to use my arm as an example. As you see, when people swatch make foundations and use their arm, that's really a good way to gauge what foundation that you're using. So in the winter time, your foundation, like me, I have my inner arm is lighter than the dark outer one, so there's not even tone. So the inner one is the part I use to find what my foundation is during this winter period, because my inner arm is much lighter, and that shows you how light my face should be. Because although your face is looking dark somehow, when you put on dark foundation, it makes you more darker. But if you put a light foundation, it comes into an even tone with your skin, or the rest of your skin. It comes more in line with them. It may not be perfect, but that's the way I best describe it. For the winter, so for the summertime, I use my outer arm, and that is more darker, so it's more tanned up. So what do I mean by this then? Is that you should choose makeup that fits the season and your face tone at the time, and the way I best choose it is choosing the inner arm as my go-to and the outer arm go-to for winter and my outer arm for winter, summer. So the makeup products that I use are MAC. I've used different makeup products and I still do sometimes dabbling into other people's makeup products, but MAC, because of the undertone that it gives me, it matches with my skin tone, which is this yellowish orangish undertone, which matches with what my skin tone is, my natural skin tone is. So that's why I use their makeup brand, because they work for me. So the first tip I will give to you is, for me, for the winter period, I use this MAC Studio Fix Fluid NC45 for the winter time. So if I can find it, I don't even know if you can see it. So that's NC50 and that's the products that I use. So that's pretty much it. And this helps a lot in ensuring that I have that face looking like my skin. And one thing I'll advise then for the winter is to find the product that works. I usually use NC50, but I try to go for NC46. I don't like it that much, to be honest. That's actually what I'm wearing now, but I don't like it that much. I prefer NC50. So but I chose to use NC46. So I'm just showing you that that's the darker form of foundation that I use. So that's NC46, and that's MAC Studio Fluids thing. But come on, stay quiet. See, yeah, thank you. So I use that. So now, what really makes your skin become even, I would like to think, is your setting powder. Your setting powder helps the process, because I most of the time put my foundation like roughly. I don't really care most of the time how I put my foundation, but I've learned that the powder that you use, the setting powder, that's why it's called a setting powder. It sets things in place, and as your makeup or your foundation oxidizes, it goes in with the setting powder. So therefore it's important to get the right setting powder. So the setting powder that I use for the winter time, as I've shown, is this one. I used to use a lighter one of this, but I bought the one that matches to my skin tone. I finally found one, and this is by MUA Makeup Academy, okay? And this is an ultra fine loose setting powder, and it's banana bake. This banana bake product is the bomb. Well, it's not the bomb, but it's the best. It's the best I have found, okay? So find the one that works for you. Find a setting powder. For my skin tone, this is what works. Banana setting powder, and this is cheap. I do not go buying expensive makeup for no reason. The only expensive makeup product that you will see in my collection is my foundation, and they cost about £30. And imagine buying 2 foundations for £60 on 2 words for a face that I want to wash out. No, we are not doing that. So so usually I use my setting powder. So this works together, and if you notice, both of them, I'm not going to open it because it just go everywhere. Both of them, if you notice the color, let me try and open it. If it goes everywhere, it's your fault. So yeah, that's how it looks. All right. Oh yeah, thank you. That's how it looks. So that's the two. These two makes me have an even tone face. These two makes me have an even tone face. Now let's come to the summertime. I use MAC NC Studio Studio Powder Fix Powder NC50, and this NC50 helps a lot in contouring the face with this. Okay, I try not to put this all over my face because this is already dark. I don't want to add too much darkness to my face, so I use this as a contour for the perimeters of my face, forehead, cheekbones, and then under the chin. So I use this, and this is how that one looks. Okay, I'm not going to spot this, none of them, no thank you. I'm not squatting it. So actually, should I? Let's see, this is how this goes. Oh, you can see it's dark for me, right? This is literally how that is. And then for the NC50, I can show you how it looks in the, this is how it looks. Okay, sorry, NC45, this one on my hand is NC46. Okay, so that's how I achieve an even tone looking makeup for myself in different season. So you don't need to have to mix these two foundations as we often have to do to achieve an even tone and highlighted face. I don't even highlight my face with any foundation nowadays because I used to get concealer. I don't even do that now. I use this as my highlighter, this banana powder. I use it as my highlighter and also as my foundation, because when I put this all over my face, I can use this to contour and still get that highlighted look. And then I also have like contouring palette that I use from Sleek actually. So you can use that. I am not loyal to any makeup brand, but since MAC works for me for foundation, I stick to them most of the cases. So that's really the advice that I wanted to give about makeup and how you can get yourself looking well. And also it's good to have your eye done, exactly, because then it brings everything together. Again, I don't pay too much attention to what I use for my eyes, as long as it's safe to use. I just literally use a brush, go all over, one color, done. That's it most of the time. So that's my makeup tips and tricks really for this foundation look. So I hope it helps you, and if it does, don't forget to subscribe, share and like this video. And until next time, take care. Signing off, Talkinsen.